This
said
conference will now
have
be
to
recorded.
talk with Kaveri, I think. We didn't connect it.
Okay, so Kaveri, just send my phone pay number to him, or else Google Pay number, or else account details. He will pay the payment. Okay. So he is going to
Sanjan,
pay the
when will
amount.
we be starting the next topics like
Which
statistics
statistics?
and
Yeah,
SQL?
statistics and these things we will start from the next Monday onwards. This
Next
Monday,
Monday.
most probably, we will finish out most of the Python classes. Okay.
Okay.
So any topics
I
are
feel
left
like
from?
we are going slow.
Yeah, sometimes it happens. The reason is that we should learn everything from the scratch itself, right? And
Yeah, but
most of the thing
besides
is
this,
that yeah, if you're not having this kind of knowledge in a basic level, so whatever we are going to learn in advanced things, we won't get any. I think again we are facing some issues. Okay, once we are strong in the basics now, then we will able to get everything. Okay, so no worries. So I think so this weekend, so 80% of Python is going to finish it. Okay, so if any Python topics are left, that I would like to take in a weekends. Okay, in the weekdays I would like to start the stats classes. Okay, clear on this? That's my plan. Okay,
okay.
yeah, that's cool. Oh no, fine. So what's the last class? I think my last class it was like for loop. Guys, as of now I was taught till control statements. Is there any kind of questions till control statements? If you have any kind of questions, please let me know. If this class is recorded, is started or not? If not, anyone can inform to the Kaveri. Okay, fine. So let's go for open your Anaconda Navigator. Once it is open, then we would like to go for launch the Jupyter Notebook. So,
And then is there any other way to find the data type which is coming from console? Because
sorry, I couldn't.
easy
Yeah, yeah.
instance we're using, right?
Hmm.
So
Not
in Python, the console will always send a string type.
yes.
So how can we know? We'll come to know that is this the integer type or some other type other than string?
See, that's a thing of the Python 3, right? Okay, so we don't chance to that. So whatever the data we require, that specific data we should provide it.
Yes, and then
Okay.
even we send an integer also, it only send like string, right? How will come to know that it is exactly integer or a string?
So that's what when you are using the input function, make sure that we have to give the message. Okay, it's a string. So next thing is that for that one we have a data type conversions. Okay,
Okay.
clear, right?
Yeah, clear. But when it is coming from the console to the program, it always comes like string, right?
Yes, that's the problem we are facing in Python 3. So some people they are using Python 3, so that some people they will stick in Python 2 itself.
Okay.
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 Yeah, clear. Now let's go for so what's Power BI? Created this Power BI. Okay, I think it's me only. Okay, click on the new Python 3. Okay, so let's give the title of this particular. What's the date today? Is it 31st or 30? What is the today date, guys?
30,
31st.
31st. 31st, sir. Yeah.
31st, right? Control keywords. So today we're talking about the a new thing from the Python, which is the control keywords. The Python programming language, which is having the some keywords are there. Those are the keywords are which are the break. Okay. Second keyword is it's a continue, and third keyword is it's a pass. So these are the three keywords we can call it's a control keywords. What it is? Control keywords. So or control statement keywords. So what is the use of this particular keywords? I think you already know that control statements are used to change the flow of execution of the program, right? With help of the control statements. So with help of a control statements, we can change the flow of execution. Okay, but so the flow, even you're changing the flow of execution, but there is some kind of structure is there for each and every control statements. Okay, that kind of flow of control statements also we can changes with help of control keywords. With help of control keywords, okay, we can change the flow of execution of control statements. Flow of execution of control statements. Even though control statements are used to change the flow of execution of the program, but that particular control statements flow also we can change with help of the control keywords. Okay, let's talk about the break keyword. So when you're talking about a break keyword, so you want to stop the iterations or stop the loops in a middle, stop the loops in a middle. Okay, so that situation we can use the break keyword. Okay, for example, I want to do on a specific task 100 times, but in a 59th statement I satisfied for my logic, I satisfied for my result, so I don't want to go for the rest of the iterations. Got it? For getting of your results, you have to be you have to be repeated 100 times, but unfortunately we got your result in the 59th iteration only. That is situation. If you want to stop your block, or if you want to stop your loop without a break, it's not possible. Even your result is satisfied, it's keep on executing until it was what you define that particular control loop. Okay, got it? So but with help of the break keyword, we can able to stop the iterations in the middle of the loops only. For that one we can use the break keyword. Okay, and most of the time we will see this break in if conditional statements. We can most of the time we can use in conditional blocks. Conditional blocks. The reason why we are using in a conditional blocks, okay, if you're not using this particular break in a conditional block, then the flow of execution of that loop, each and every statement is being executing, right? In the fourth statement only we have a break. Even in the first iteration only the loop was can be terminated. Let me see a small example. I have the while and I want to it always true. For example, it is always true, it can be repeated a infinite number of times. I would like to go for printing the hello. I would like to go for printing the hello, and I would like to go with a break, and I would like to print the hi. Okay, so let me see. My intention is that I would like to go for printing the, or instead of the true I can give you some kind of equal to 10. Okay, or else 1. So this is the I which is reaching to the 10, which is reaching to the 10. I would like to go for printing the hello and hi. After after that, we would like to stop it, but unfortunately I used the break in the 12th statement. Okay, I used the break in the 12th statement. So what happened, we'll see. Which is executing only one hello, then the loop was stopped. It has to repeat the 10 times, but unfortunately your program, your block was executing only one time. It's not executed. It's not executing 10 times. It's not executed at all 10 times, which is printing the hello. Once the break is executed, the loop was stopped. Okay, loop is terminated. Once the break keyword is executed, it doesn't matter whether it is the n iteration or I iteration, it doesn't matter. It will stop for it once break is executed. Okay, same program. If I use the okay, if I use something like a, if in case my I value is the negative number, then I would like to stop it. If my I value is the negative number, then I would like to stop my loop. Then I'm using the break inside of the condition block. Let me try. Print hello and hi 10 times, but if my I is negative, then don't repeat it. Then stop. That's my condition. Okay, so here I value is the 1, so you're printing the hello and hi 10 times, right? For example, I just given the I value is the -1. This time, which is printing the hello, once it is printing the hello, which is checking the hi, no, sorry, which is checking the condition. Once I condition is true, then break is executed. Once the break is executed, the loop can be terminated. Clear my point? So most of the time, the control statements, we would like to go for using the inside of the condition block. Based on your condition strategy, we would like to go for stop your loops. Don't use directly break or continue within the loops without any condition statements. Maybe you might be confused while execution time, and you might not get a proper result. Clear? Is there any question, guys?
Yeah, clear.
Okay, let me go with the one more keyword, that is the continue keyword. So then guys, continue is nothing but it's not stopping your iterations, it's not stopping your loop. It just skip some iterations, skip some specific iterations, not even all, specific iterations in a loop. Okay, for example, in a loop you have to be execute that particular task 100 times, but some situations you don't need to execute, you don't need to do that particular task. Okay, some situations you want to stop your iteration, you want to stop your task. Actually, you don't need to execute that particular task. Okay, some situation, not all situation. Actually, you implemented a task to repeat that particular task 100 times. Okay, but in a 59th iteration, might you not require that particular task, you don't require that particular task in the 59th iteration, but again you have to start again 60 iteration. After 71 iteration, you don't need to do that, you don't need to do that particular task again, you want to stop it. And again 72 statement onwards, you have to 72 iteration onwards, we need to repeat your task. So some situation you want to break your iteration, you want to break your task, you want to stop your loop in some iterations, some situations. Okay, but you're not entirely closing your loop, you are just skipping some situations. Instead of executing that many times, you're skipping some situations based on your requirement. Clear or not? Is it clear or not? Same program, what I would like to print, what I would like to do, print a hello and a hi. Don't print when I is, don't print I when I value is a negative. But if I value is the negative, then don't print high. Clear? See, once continue keyword is executed, once the continue keyword is executed, okay. So if that particular continue keyword is executed, then what happens here? Whatever the statements are there after the continue, it won't execute. It won't execute. It directly go for the next iteration. Directly go for the next iteration. It's not looping. Skip the next statements. Skip the next statements in a loop or in an iteration. Skip the next statements. So whatever the statement is there after the continue, then the 10th statement is print high, right? That was skipping when the continue was executed. Okay, let me go for the my value is, for example, minus 3. You would like to go for printing the, you have to print the I value also here. Just imagine, you have to print the I value also. Okay, here also you have to print the I value. Okay, we can just run it. What happened, we'll see. See,
Sir, this I, there is 2 minus.
yes. See, you can clearly check. -3 is printing hello, but there is no -3 high. -2 hello is printing, but there is no -2 high. -1 is printing hello, but there is no -1 high. But when I value is the positive number, when which is starting from 0, which is printing the both hello and high. Okay, did you got my point? Some situations, based upon your condition, based upon your logic, based upon your specific situations, okay, then you have to stop some statements instead of executing in the loop. That's what my intention over here. Okay, is there any question regarding about continue? See, most of the time we will see this break and continue when you want to stop some iterations, when you want to skip some iterations, when you want to stop executing some statement in a specific iteration. Then that situations we can use the break and continue. Okay, so here we should understand one thing. If the break is executed, even some iterations are there, that situations else is not executing. Else block, it won't execute. In the middle, if your loop was stopped, the loop was stopped. For example, so you just print the loop done. Okay, actually loop not yet done, right? Because of I value is the 1. When I value is the 1, sorry, when I value is the -1, so you're stopping your loop. Actually the loop has to repeat I value is reaching to the 10. That's the logic, but you're not going to I value to the 10. It in the middle only we are stopping our loop, so that the else block is not executing. The else block is not executing. Clear or not? So else is the block if and only if the conditions, if the condition is fail, if and only if this particular while condition is fail, then only else will execute. In a for loop, when all iterations are done, when all updations are done, then only else will execute. In the middle, because of the break or because of the continue, if your loop was stopped, then else won't execute. Yep, that's what the my continue and break. Now let me talk about pass. Pass is the keyword just to create empty block, nothing else. There is no use of it all. Empty blocks, if you want to create any empty block, it can be the if, it can be the, okay, if you're creating some block but you're not having some statement, this situation you might be getting some error. If I use
And
the
then
pass keyword, yes.
one doubt. I have a doubt in continue.
Okay.
Please scroll up. Is that print statement indented into if, Anjan?
No,
The if
it's
statement.
outside of the if. It's outside of the if. Careful observe here. If it is indented into the if, then both lines are in the same. Both
Yes,
statements should be in the same line, right? But this is the fifth.
So,
This is the 10th statement. It exactly the below the if. That means if and only if. Sorry, even the condition is true, even the condition is false. Actually, the 10th statement need to be executes. But because of
yes.
the 9th statement, the 10th statement is not executing.
Okay. For 0 also the high is printing, right?
Yeah, for
For
0
value
also I
0,
is printing because of I value is the less than I value.
less
If and
than 0.
only if and only if I value is the negative, then only the continue is executing. Once the continue is executing, then whatever the statements after the continue, it won't executes. It doesn't matter
So
after the if
at 0,
or inside of the if.
I value at 0. Yeah, Anjan,
If you
but
want
at 0 will not be less than 0, right? 0 is equal to 0. That is my doubt. At 0
0,
also high is printing.
yeah, so you just forgetting some logic over here. 0 less than 0, is it true or false? You just tell me that question. 0 less than 0, true or false?
It's false.
If the
It's
false,
it's
if the
false.
condition is false, will I continue is executing or not?
Yes.
What else? What else?
If it is false, then it will not go to continue.
Yeah, if will not go to further continue. Continue means what? Continue statement is not executing.
Okay.
Continue statement is not executing. If the continue statement is not executed, which means what? 10th statement only is executing. If and only if the
Yes,
continue
yes, yes.
statement was executed, whatever the statements after they continue, it won't execute. Okay.
Okay.
So if in case if I
Okay.
write
Clear.
the I less than or equal to 10, if I written the I less than or equal to 10,
Yes.
that means the condition is true. Once the condition is true, then continue was executed. Once the continue is executed, I don't care about
Okay.
whatever the statement after the continue. I can go to the next
Yes,
iteration.
that will skip.
So that situation I
Yes, Anjan, got that.
I won't execute. Okay, clear, right? Yep.
Yes, clear,
Thank
Anjan.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. What's the next I'm talking? Yes. Now I would like to talk about important thing is pass keyword. This is the thing. It is very important. This is the keyword will very important. When sometimes you have to create a keyword. Sorry, you have to create a block. You have to create a block. But thing is that I don't need to write a statement in that particular block. Simple. Okay. The guy doesn't have the work, but even though you want to make it some kind of space, I have to create some kind of space for it. That situation I can go with the pass keyword. You have a some block, but the block doesn't have a statements, then that situation you might getting some kind of errors. To overcome that particular error, we should have a pass keyword. That pass keyword will help you to create some kind of empty block. The block, it can be function, the block, it can be conditional statement, the block, it can be if, the block can be while, the block can be for, the block can be else, the block can be class, the block can be anything. If and only if it is the block, but the block, it doesn't have any statements, then that situation, instead of making some kind of okay confusion over there, you just give the pass means just a passing that particular block. Okay, clear?
Clear,
to
Anjan.
overcome the syntax error in a block, if you don't have statements, that situation we can use the pass keyword. That's it.
It's just an alternative of commenting, right?
No, commenting is different again. So for example,
Okay.
we can give the
Yeah,
true.
comment will
I
not
just
execute and pass will execute, but it will
yeah,
not
see,
consider.
yes, so this is my comment, right? If I'm executing the comment, even though this is the indentation error I'm getting. Okay, the
Okay.
reason is that comment is not at all executed by the system. Comment is not at all executed by the CPU. But the pass is the statement, it can be readable by the CPU because if it's a keyword, it's a comment. Comments are
Okay.
never read by the CPU. But pass is the keyword, it can be read by the CPU. The CPU was understanding, might this is a block, it doesn't have any statement, so that this guy is written the pass keyword. So I don't raise any kind of error. Okay. For example,
Okay.
even you written a pass keyword, but you written some statements. Let's do what happens, we'll see. Is there any error? It doesn't mean that it doesn't any error. Just as a pass is just an optional thing.
Okay.
Most of the time, it can help you if the block it doesn't have a statements. Even if you have a statements, even if you use the pass, that's don't care about it. Okay, clear, right? The main
Clear,
use
Ajay.
of the pass, if and only if the blocks doesn't have a statements, that situation we can use it. If you have a statement, then just don't use it. That's it. Okay. Now we have the nested loops. Nested loops means, guys, we have the while, while loop, right? So the while it may contains the while also. While may contains while. Maybe while may contains the for. Okay. Maybe for may contains the while. Okay. Maybe for may contains the for. So these are the situations you may have it. Okay. So but the thing is that syntax will be similar for everything, and the logics also will be depends upon your programming skills. It will change. Okay, so just for understanding the how we can able to utilize the how we can able to use the loops inside of the loops, let's see now. Just a small example. Write a program, write a program, find the factorial of even numbers in a loop, in a list. You have some list, we have some list. The list, it might be contain some numbers. If and only if the number it should be the even number, then I should able to go for the finding the factorial. That's my logic. Clear? Did you got my logic? First of all, did you got my question? You have some list. It may have some numbers. Okay. So this is the list. It may have the some odd numbers and even numbers. So I should find the only even numbers. So for this particular even numbers, I have to find the factorials for each and everything. Okay, for each and every even number, I should go for finding the factorial. That's it. So I have to create some list variable. So the list variable, for example, 4, 9, 23, 8. Okay, and I just use the for in or list element in list for ELE in the list. For each and every ELE, the every time the ELE will be holding the 4, 9, 23 and 8, so that I would like to go for find the factorial for the ELE. So I have to give you the fact is the 1, so I should be able to go for the okay if and only if ELE is the even number, then only the next condition. So I just access the each and every number, that number is the even or not, I should find out. For that one, I am using the if block. I'm using the if block. Okay, so if the condition was satisfied, that means ELE is the even number. If ELE is the even number, then I would like to go for find out the factorial. Okay, so for I in range of, I can use the range function, range of 2 to ELE plus 1 till ELE plus 1 we should access, right? For every time I should able to go for the updating the fact with the multiplication of the I value. For all iterations are done, the else block which is related to for that was executing. So you just print the ELE and so factorial. The reason is that it's an even number, so that I'm finding the factorial. So just print the fact variable. Okay, you just run it. See, I have a list 4, 9, 23. You're just finding the 4 factorial and 8 factorial. You're not finding the factorial for the 9 and 23. The reason is that those are not even numbers. Okay, so careful observe here. So this is the for, it was having the if because of this logic. Inside of it, I'm creating the one more block, one more for block. Careful observe here, for versus for, right? In the meanwhile, we just able to go for creating the for versus while versus for, and while versus while. So you just go for creating that particular logic with your own area. Okay, with your own logic. Clear? Any questions regarding about this one?
No, sir.
Yeah. So this is about loops concepts, guys. Till now, if you have any kind of questions, you can able to go for ask the questions, guys. The reason is that whatever you learn, so that will be like it's a basics of the Python. Whatever you learn, that is the basics of the Python. Till now, whatever you learn it. So if and only if we have this skill set knowledge, then only we can able to do any kind of program in a Python. Okay, let's go with hacker rank. So I think you already aware of the hacker rank, right? So this is the hacker rank, will help you to do some kind of assignments. So you just click on hacker rank and start. Oh shit, companies will use hacker rank for hiring the people. So practice developer, login for developer. So Python, just click on the Python. Okay, see, you can see these particular examples. So whatever you can see, like arithmetic operations, division, loops, write function, print function, list decomposition, find the runner-up score, nested loops, finding the percentages, list tuple, swap case, string mutations, find a string validation, text alignment, okay, text wrap, design doormat, string formatting, alphabet rangoli. So like we have a lot many questions over here. Okay, you can able to solve this all problems. Whatever the things is there in hacker rank till now, that each and everything you can able to solve it. You can try to go first, try to solve it each and everything, guys. If something is not getting your end, please share that question. I can look it. Might be for that particular topic or that particular concept, if I'm not covered, then I can say leave that particular question. Okay, so you can leave it and we can work on the next question. Clear? So make sure that I want to see yourself in a hacker rank as a 5-star rating student. It's not like 1 star, 2 star. I just want to see yourself as a 5-star student. So every time if you're earning the score, then this will be increasing every time. This is a star increasing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like this, it was being increasing. By the time you will be getting some kind of confident, yes, I know the knowledge, I know the coding knowledge. Okay, please try to answer this all. Please try to solve this all challenges. Once if you're challenging the hacker rank, then again we have the hacker health. Okay, that will be very complicated. When you compare with the hacker rank, hacker earth will be very tough. So when you are practicing this kind of thing, you will able to answer any interview questions or any interview written test. Even experienced guys also require this written test, especially in a data science. In case of if you're applying for AWS, some other things, okay, they won't ask any kind of written, they won't put any kind of written test. But as a data scientist, if you want to get a job as a data scientist, they will definitely check your coding skills. They will definitely check your SQL skills. Okay, they will conduct that exams in a hacker rank, any other the platform they will use for to conduct some kind of written test. Okay, please practice this websites solutions, problem solutions. I think whatever I taught as of now, that it will help you to solve that particular challenges. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. So first we have to register on this. So
Yeah, with
we
your
can
mail
that.
ID, we should register it. So you will
Oh,
be getting some kind of certifications also. So might that kind of certifications which it can help you to put in your LinkedIn, okay, to put in your Naukri, and to show them you have this kind of skills. Okay, and you don't need to pay anything for this kind of certifications. So they will provide with a free of cost once you are done your all assignments or challenges, what they require. Okay, increasing your interview to selection ratio 62%, reduction in time to hire, so that people can easily, okay, who are having the good knowledge in things, then they will easily get, I mean, you definitely get it into the companies once you be able to answer any kind of question from this particular things. Okay, I hope you guys are done. And see, this is imoca is also, imocha also, it's a one of the platform for practicing purpose, I think so. And I haven't seen this kind of things. And meanwhile, you have the programming is something is there. Okay, W3 schools programming is, so you can go with different third-party websites and practice more on the coding. If and only if you're logically fit, they can, then only you can able to answer for any kind of question. Clear? That's what for today's class, guys. And we
And
will
Anjan,
meet
one
tomorrow. Yes, sir. Just tell me.
Anjan, I would like to have an introduction of all because we are not known to each other. We are like strangers since last 2 weeks. So
Okay.
what will you say if everyone is joined?
Sorry, I'm not getting your point. So you want to interact with the people?
Yes, Anjan.
What kind of interaction you required from this particular people?
Who? One moment, Anjan. Yeah, just like with the introduction, we'll come to know, right, who is who.
Yeah, you can
Because
go ahead.
we
You
are
can give,
working here
yeah,
in
if
a
you want to
same
give your,
class.
yeah, you can give your introduction. I think in a demo first or second class only the introductions are done, but I think some people are merging into the middle itself, right? If you want to give your introduction, please go ahead.
Yeah, I too joined late.
Hmm. So give your
So
introduction.
shall I start? Is everyone
Yeah, sure,
available?
sure. Yeah, sure. That's nice. That's nice initiation. People, they need to know how should we talk in a people in a group. Okay, so how an effective we should give your orientation, or I mean overview of yourself. That will be the nice thing. Okay, please start your thing. Okay, so people who are fresher, they will understand. Okay, this is the flow I should go with for convey the people what I have skill set. Okay, yeah, go ahead, Satish.
Uh, so hi guys, this is Satish. Uh, I'm currently working for Optum Global Solutions from last 5 years. I'm into operations team, so I'm looking for a IT job. So one of my contacts has shared Mr. Anjan's contact, a well-known Python trainer and a data science trainer. So I'm glad to work with Anjan, train under Anjan, and with you all. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Satish, for your intro. Okay, so like if anyone start giving of your orientation or your introduction, please go ahead. I am requesting to Mohit. So Mohit is also an experienced guy. So I think your valuable information might require to the people who are new here. Okay, like freshers and some new upcoming employees. Your experience, what kind of challenges you are facing in initial days, and how you overcome it. So if you want to share it, you just share it. Satish.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm Mohit, and I'm working in a mechanical background, and so I have worked for about total 12 years of experience in aerospace and automotive domain, but it's
Which experience? How many
mainly
years and
into
how many years? Mohit, 1 second.
it's 12 years, 12 years. Sir.
12 years
So
experience. In
it's
which field, Mohit?
mechanical in that 2 years I have in
Which is related to
aerospace domain, and
aerospace?
yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
10 years I worked in automotive, but it is related to the mechanical background, CAD/CAM
Mm-hmm.
side. So,
Mm-hmm.
we have all the simulation things and all, automotive simulations. So mainly I'm working on that. So, but I'm more interested in this as more digital areas are developing, like especially machine learning and data science. So I'm hoping that future a lot of growth opportunities will be in this area. So yeah, I want to explore the basics and see if I can implement those in my day-to-day work. And so that's why I have joined this training session.
Yeah.
And, yeah, thank you, Anjan, and it was
Yeah. Nice.
good start
So
for
yeah, I think so. If anyone start giving up your orientation, your intro, you can prepare and you can just give your introduction whenever we require. Okay. I think if anyone interested to share your okay, background or your education thing, we can start it. I'm not mention the name because of Satish and Mohit are very experienced guys, and their knowledge and their orientation, it might help you how they are elaborating it. So that I'm requesting for both. But if anyone want to give your orientation or your intro, please do that. Satya, will you give?
No, sir.
No. Why? Should prepare it. This Saturday, everyone. This Saturday means I think your Friday. Okay. Sorry, your Saturday, right? I think your Friday. Yes, your Friday. Your Friday, we have a session with orientation or introduction each and every people. Okay, except Mohit and Satish. And these two guys sir will help you what are the mistakes you done it in your intro. Okay, just a fun part for it. Okay, just 5 to 10 minutes on. I don't want to take much time for these things. Okay, so that this managing and everything will take care by Kaveri, like how you are preparing for your interviews and how we can able to give your orientation, I mean introduction or intro or else presentation of you at the time of interview. Okay, that skills we already providing it, but it's like Mohit and Satish, they're experienced people, and they will trigger you some points if you're missing anything, or if you're they will give some kind of feedback. If it, I think I don't take much time, it's just fun part. Okay, I think it's a Friday of last hours. Okay, yep. So that's what for today's class, and hope for best, and we will meet tomorrow. Function concepts. Once the functions and modules or packages are completed, then 60% of the Python was done. Okay. And then will you ask Kaveri to create a group for all of us? I think I'm not entering this kind of groups, Mohit. Sorry, Satish. The reason is that I'm Okay. facing some kind of issues. Okay, contact sharing or else like some kind of unwanted messages. You know, somewhat like bad way they're projecting. Sometimes they're not using in a proper way. I faced some issues in a previously.
No, not
So
not not only dedicated to WhatsApp. Anything like Collab or Microsoft Teams, so that we
even
can.
that one also, like so people they're not using it. We are spending some additional time to manage this thing.
Okay.
Okay, so from our end, so we just direct connection with the student only. If any like if you're maybe why you're getting all people at a time in a
link. Okay, the reason is that we have a WhatsApp broadcast and all students
Okay.
are is there in that particular broadcast, but this is the one-way communication,
Okay.
student and management only. So there is no student to student communication channel here.
Okay.
The reason is that if you want to make it that we will conduct some kind of session for you all, okay. And so here the main motto of here, you can have any kind of question, you can message me directly, you guys, like not only you and everyone. So even if I'm busy, like I seen that the things I face some kind of bad things, and managing of this thing, that thing will be very difficult for us. Okay, so let's check in future, like Discord I'm planning it. Okay,
No
like
problem,
I will
Anjan. If it is not going well, no problem.
I
We'll
seen
be
like
okay with
it's
this.
not going well, and
Okay.
people are it's not like 1 month or 2 months of course, right? It's a 6 months of course. The people how they're
Yeah.
behaving in the middle, I'm not sure. So it's a crazy things I'm getting. Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
I can understand. Okay.
Thank you so much, guys. Bye. Take care.
Bye, Anjan.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Bye, sir.